fourth, it would have been third if you hadn't just done enough to obviate the 10-second penalty.
Oh dear. Poor old Simon.
Anyway, congratulations. Well done. And the next race is about to get underway, so back to you, Andrew.
Thanks very much indeed, Brian. And we've got a car stationary, haven't we, on the grid at the start of the green flag formation lap. And that is
is that the one? Yes, it's got going. Excellent.
Yeah. Yes, he does. And let me just, can I just borrow your grid sheet just for the moment, Doug? Very quickly.
You want me to do it?
Oh, go on then, if you've got it.
All right, on the front row we've got 28 Mike Williams, alongside him number 1 Andrew Ashton. On the second row 7 Tony Howe and 65 Lee McNamara. But one of my recollections, this promises to be a very good race. The third row is 96 David James and 49 Richard Garrard. On the fourth row 42 Adam Joseph Farmer and 19 Tom Sanderson.
No,
on the fifth row 32 Tony Dowler and 18th row 43 James Webb and 44 Matthew Rushworth. On the 8th row 10 Miles Gentle and 87 Steve Dowler. On the 9th row 51 Derek Baker, I think it is.
Please be careful, James.
And 90 Terry Bracey Wright. On the 10th row 16 Chris Astley and 33 Jonathan Woodcock. On the 11th row 31 Steve Hinchcliffe and 69 James Dunkley. And on the back row all is over the 12th row number 29 Tim Davies. So there you are, you've got the grid and they are just coming round and into order for the start of the race, Andrew.
Thanks ever so much, Brian. I am grateful. I've got all my paperwork all in order, and my filing system has obviously failed. The red light comes on, and let's hope we don't get any jump starts. I don't think we have this time. And it's an equidistant good start by both Mike Williams and by Andrew Ashton. These, of course, were two protagonists who really did fight with one another. It looks as though Tony Howe and who is it, Lee McNamara, are in the mix for the leading bunch up Halewood Hill into the hairpin. And, well, it looks as though this is going to be quite a contest. It is Mike Williams just ahead of Andrew Ashton as they head out along Cooper Straight. Then it's Tony Howe in third position with Lee McNamara pretty much right on the tail of the number 7 Metro Turbo. And has somebody gone off, Doug? Yeah, it looks as though somebody did go off onto the grass, and they're rejoining. And that was the number 12 car, I think, Doug, which means that it was Ian Patterson who went off, kept it out of the danger situation, went off the grass and rejoined. So Ian Patterson was a lot time for the number 12 car. Meanwhile, with 8.5 minutes still to go, remember the race has been shortened to 10 minutes. It is Mike Williams ahead of Andrew Ashton. Tony Howe in third position. Lee McNamara with not quite the performance, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the leading trio in fourth position. Richard Garrard fifth. In sixth place is the number 19 car of Tom Sanderson. And then behind him is Neil Gardiner in seventh position. Here come the leaders into Clearways and on to Brabham Straight. Tony Howe is starting to lose contact with them, although he is very strong along the main straight past the pits here. 1.3 seconds is the advantage that Tony Howe has behind Mike Williams and Andrew Ashton. Here we go. Andrew Ashton so close to Mike Williams at the hairpin. Trying to get alongside into Graham Hill Bend. So close, only half a car's length in it. Tony Howe not James and pulled out of the race, you'll recall. James Dunkley going relatively in the first race. Let's hope that this time he can finish and not have a DNF that he did not finish. James Dunkley then up into 5th place now, ahead of Richard Garrard and the Tom Sanderson car. So James is having another good race. Bit of a fishtail there by Andrew Ashton. Such is the pace and such is the closeness to the limit of emission that he's on. And when a front-wheel drive car gets sideways, it's the time to realise that you're really on the dizzy limit with it.
Andrew.
Right.
Just to say that it is 20 past 6, there are 5 minutes to go. We may or may not be able to do the presentation because of the curfew at 6:30. So I'd like to thank the marshals. They've done an absolutely sterling job today, and all the officials of the refuge and so on. And it really has been trying. And I'd like also to thank the MG Car Club, who I think have done a splendid job in completing the programme after a chaotic morning, and through no fault of their own, of course, and I think they really have worked extraordinarily well, so many thanks to them.
Here, Brian, thank you so much. Thank you for all your sterling efforts, both in the commentary box here and in the pit lane. As always, you've done a wonderful, wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Such a pleasure to work with you. I really mean that. I always say, I know. Well, what's going on in the race is that Mike Williams has set a new best lap of the race, 58.708, and he's pulling away from the very hard-trying Andrew Ashton. Andrew's still not so much as he was. Tony Howe in third place, 4.6 seconds behind. Lee McNamara has gone back a bit. There's a good reason for that, because James Dunkley, who flew so well in the first race, then had to pull off with a mechanical problem, is sensationally up to 4th place. So James Dunkley having a brilliant race. And what else is happening? Well, Lee McNamara's fifth, Richard Garrard is sixth, the car in 7th place. Dave James not doing so well this time as he did in the earlier race. And then what else is happening? Well, Neil Gardner is in 9th position, and in 10th place, just to round off the top 10, is James Webb driving the number 43 Metro GTI. Here come the leaders. Oh, and the gap has come down. And I'll tell you why, because Andrew Ashton has set his personal best lap of the race, and he's determined that he's not going to get beat by Mike Williams. That's what we like to see. Two side-by-side efforts here at Grandstand, between 42 and 33. That, I think, is Adam Palmer, and well, I think putting a lap actually on the truthful. Three and 40 minutes then of the race. Terry Bracing drives DP3, standard cars ahead of Jonathan Woodcock. So Terry Bracing likely is scoring points here in the front match in the Drake Manor Park MG Metro Cup. And here come the leaders to complete 7 laps. Exactly 3 minutes to go. What is the gap? Well, the gap is just over a second. And somebody's pulling off this lap. Yes, it is Steve Dowler. Steve Dowler pulls off then at Royal Bend with offside front corner damage. Whether there's been contact with the screen, Steve Dowler and another car, I'm not sure. I'm getting a report that says he hit the barrier hard. Well, he's done some damage. He's okay, fortunately. I don't think anybody else was involved in my instinctive feeling. Meanwhile, we're into the closing 2 minutes of the race as the